as we all know, load shedding is here to stay, at least for a while. Now, it creates a unique problem and a unique situation. And for every unique situation, you need a unique solution. So on today's episode, we're going to give you a couple of tips on how to drive effectively and navigate on the road during load shedding. I hope it adds value to you, and I hope it improves your travels. Next to me, as always, Anna-Marie Meyer and Eddie Magane. Let's navigate these people to a successful drive during load shedding. Let's do it.
We understand darkness.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Treat traffic lights as stop signals.
Four-way stop, true, but not only that, every crossing, just slow down a bit, because people tend to, even though they travel the same route daily, so they actually know, and they still miss that stop street, or that robot supposedly to be there. They still miss it. It's extremely dark with load shedding. So especially nighttime driving. So during the day, easy, you can see the traffic, just use it, just treat it as a normal four-way stop. At night, just slow down with normal crossings as well.
Beautiful. Number 2, make sure you ease your frustrations.
Yeah. So it's easy for me. I was born in a rural area, so I'm used to darkness. so there's nothing new. so now, the byproduct of this is we also learn time management. Because now, if you would always put a limit, if you're used to driving to a certain area, maybe in 10, 20 minutes, what you need to do now is to make sure that you budget slightly more time. This is so that you can save yourself from frustrations on the road, which would lead you to being a very unpleasant driver to share the road with. You need to make sure that you control your temper, you listen to very soothing music, make sure that you accommodate other drivers, especially taxi drivers on the road. They need their special attention. Make sure that you share lanes, you let them in if they need to.
Even if you don't, they're still coming in. Just be patient about it. Know that it's coming.
I always respect them because I always think of it, okay, so I'm one person driving and it's 10 plus people in there driving, so they can always have their road first.
I always say, people that don't know, those people wake up at 3 o'clock. They're already on the road at 4 o'clock. They're already picking up passengers. So they work long hours. They've got routes. It's not an easy job. I'm not justifying, some of the crazy stunts that they get up to, but it doesn't help you fight with a taxi driver. It doesn't. So just let him through. And I've always said, if you are trying to squeeze in or you've got a gap, out of 10 people, there's one person that will let you in, and it's a taxi driver
all the time.
So at least they always return the favor. Like, come in, no problem. Awesome. Number 3, treat points people with respect. So remember, points people are there to ease the pain. So they are there to take that madhouse, that chaos, especially on busy intersections. You always hear these famous gululis and the spaghetti junctions. All that they're doing there is getting some sort of order and control back into, the day-to-day traffic. So treat them with respect. They're doing their job. At the end of the day, they're just trying to help. They're not standing in anybody's way.
We've got a smaller little Wonderboom junction here, because that can be a mess some days.
That's our spaghetti junction.
Yep. If there's no one helping and assisting, that can be a mess.
Absolutely. Number 4, be aware of your surroundings.
Again, this I would call in nighttime driving especially, because that is dangerous. So daytime I might still be able to travel. I've already calculated my time restraint, because you don't know what, especially if it's a different area from what you're used to. You don't know when it's going to be in load shedding. So I've worked in my time, so that is still fine. But nighttime, especially if you don't know the area, it's just whatever's lurking in the dark. And that's the worst. So just stop fiddling with the radio and cell phone for that moment while you're driving. Because normally you drive very quickly through an area that's under load shedding. And then you're going to go through 3 or 4 areas out of. So it's really a matter of 5 to 6 or 8 blocks that you're going to travel.
Hyper-focus.
So for that, be hyper-focused. That's all.
So on every stop street, what I do is I try to lock eyes with other drivers, especially if I think you might be visually impaired. So if you have spectacles on, I want to make sure that you can see me.
I can't even. I can barely see the car. How good are your eyes when I hit you?
Every time I see spectacles, I want to be sure. Can you see me? It's my turn to move. Are we
Without
okay?
glasses, I can see shapes. I can hear you, but I can't see you. Number 5, change your usual driving habits.
Yeah. So you can't be
Slow down.
the F1 driver that you always are in darkness. That's
You
why
can't.
there's enough light there.
can't.
You can't see as easy as it usually is if it's normal lighting, if you still have traffic lights operating. So obviously the traffic lights are shiny and so there's everything reflecting. Without
glare.
those, you need to slow down
And you've
so that
got
you
to-
can allow yourself enough time to see everything going
Yeah,
on.
and you've got to now think even more for the other driver
Yeah.
and much more
Yeah.
for the pedestrian.
Yes.
Because they can still see very clearly because they're used to it. But
Yes.
you're traveling at a speed now and it's very
Your
dark.
eyes need to
And
adjust
say-
quickly, yeah.
And they might still think, but you can see them and you can't.
You can't.
Those stickers that they make, think bike. The stickers that they
Oh, yeah,
put.
they're actually quite nice. That thing.
Yeah, they must also get one for think drunk drivers. I've seen them cause lots of accidents, and no
Oh,
one has made a
yes.
sticker yet.
No, they need to. We can make money.
Definitely. Lastly, how to stay on top of load shedding. So there's a couple of apps. The one that I find useful, the one I use every day is Eskom's Push.
Yeah.
So PUSH.
How are you going to rectify that one?
So Eskom's Push.
Yeah.
Whether you're using an Android or an Apple device, we're going to provide you with a link where you can go and download it and absolutely enter the areas that you normally travel to work. So I've got 3 areas: work, home, and gym.
Yeah.
So I can see which one is off and what time. Then I'll plan my day around the load shedding, especially at night. If it's going to be off from 8 until 10, I'll take my wife out for supper. If it's going to be off from 6 until 8, I'll work a little bit late and come home when the lights are on. So please use that nice app. It works. It's very effective. And that's it.
And
Safe
plan.
travels. Plan. Safe travels. If you like this episode, if you find value in it, please give us a like as well as a comment also.
Ring the bell.
Yeah, I wanted us to finish whilst it's still, while we still have electricity.
Yes.
Please remember
to
ring the
subscribe
bell.
and subscribe.
And then
Yeah.
I'm going to say subscribe to our channel.
Thank you very much. Before the lights go off, thank you for sharing your time. Have a beautiful evening and take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.